Good day all. In this lecture, we are going to discuss one numerical on interrelationships. So in fact, in previous lectures, we clearly discussed about various definitions and also interrelations. In this lecture, we are going to solve a numerical on interrelations so that it gives a more and more understanding into the concept of interrelations between the fundamental properties of soils. So here we have an example, numerical example. A sample of saturated soil has a water content of 25% and its bulk unit weight is given 20 kilonewton per meter cube. Determine the dry unit weight. So what we need to determine is dry unit weight of soil, and apart from dry unit weight, I can call it as gamma D, void ratio, and specific gravity of solids. So this is the first part of the problem. The second part, what would be the bulk unit weight of the soil if it is compacted to same void ratio, but this time degree of saturation is 90%. Initially, in the first part of the problem, which speaks about a saturated soil, where degree of saturation is 100%. But when it comes to the second part of the problem, which speaks if the soil having degree of saturation less than 90%, what could be the unit weight of the soil? So let us proceed now. So what is given in question? It is clear that in question it was mentioned saturated soil. Water content is given 25%, gamma sat is given 20 kilonewton per meter cube. It is given in question. Now let us see now what is the fundamental relationship between gamma G, E and gamma W. So here you see gamma sat where degree of saturation is 1, where degree of saturation is 1. Now this will be GS plus SE. S is 1, so 1 into E into gamma W by 1 plus E. In fact, here in saturated soil degree of saturation is 100%. So let us all now proceed with taking 1. So we know the relationship between SE and W and GS. So here S is 1, E is equal to water content is given 0.25 GS. So now what we need is E. So now E is equal to 0.25 GS. Let us substitute that. From that we can able to calculate GS 2.66. So this is the one of the answer we are expecting. So GS means specific gravity of solids. Yes, clearly given gamma saturated unit weight of soil 20 kilonewton per meter cube. Now it is interesting to know that how to determine void ratio from knowing GS. So it is here you see E is equal to 0.25 GS. Now from this we can able to calculate void ratio, which is equal to 0.25 into 2.66, that is 0.666. That is the value of void ratio of the soil mass. Now the second part of the question, what it is expecting is we need to calculate unit weight of the soil if the degree of saturation is now 90%. Now we know GS, specific gravity of solids, 2.66. This was already evaluated in the first part. Now yes sir, this time it is not 1, it is 0.9. Degree of saturation is 90%. E also we have already evaluated, it is remains constant. It was mentioned in question, void ratio remains constant, now 0.66. So now gamma water is considered in this problem is 10 kilonewton per meter cube. 1 plus E is already known 0.66. So now I am getting gamma 19.56 kilonewton per meter cube. So this is the way we use it to solve numerical on interrelationships. Thank you.